What if I told you there's a country where over 170 million people live squeezed into a space smaller than the state of Georgia? A place where the streets are bursting with life, chaos, and struggle all at once, yet hidden beneath the disorder lies resilience, ingenuity, and stories you won't believe. Welcome to Bangladesh. Today, we're diving into 12 shocking realities that define this country of contradictions, and trust me, you're going to want to see every single one. Number 1. Population density crisis. Bangladesh isn't just crowded. It's unimaginably, almost suffocatingly dense. Over 176 million people call this small land home, and that works out to roughly 1,265 people per square kilometer. Think about that for a second. If the US had that same density, America wouldn't have 330 million people. It would have over 12 billion. In the streets of Dhaka or Chittagong, that density becomes a daily reality. Sidewalks overflow with vendors, shoppers, rickshaws, and motorcycles. Tiny apartments cram families into spaces so small that cooking, sleeping, and living happen almost on top of each other. And here's the kicker: Bangladesh is one of the world's largest clothing exporters. Millions of people are employed in textile factories, making clothes you probably wear every day. While the world shops for affordable fashion, these workers navigate a life where survival often trumps comfort. Number 2. Air you can't breathe. Air. Something most of us take for granted. But in Dhaka, every inhale can feel like a punishment. Bangladesh consistently ranks among the countries with the worst air quality on Earth. The capital's smog is so thick, it's like smoking multiple cigarettes daily, even if you've never touched tobacco. Tiny particles, known as PM 2.5, sneak deep into lungs and bloodstream, increasing risks for respiratory illness, heart disease, and early death. The streets aren't just polluted by exhaust fumes. Waste from overflowing landfills and textile factories mixes into the air, creating a toxic cloud that lingers over millions of residents. Imagine living in a place where every breath is a risk. That's the reality for many in Bangladesh, where sanitation challenges compound the dangers. Flies spread disease, garbage piles up in narrow lanes, and what most cities would manage with proper infrastructure here becomes a constant struggle. Number 3. Transportation chaos and human endurance. Now, let's talk about getting around. If you thought traffic jams were bad in your city, welcome to Bangladesh. Public buses are decades old, packed beyond capacity, and maintenance is minimal. People hang from doors, sit on rooftops, and squeeze into spaces so tight, breathing is a challenge. Then there are the rickshaw drivers, lean, resilient men pedaling tirelessly under the scorching sun, navigating chaotic streets to ferry passengers. It's grueling, low-paid work, and during rush hour, the physical and mental strain is unimaginable. And trains? Don't get me started. Overcrowded carriages mean people cling to the sides or ride on the roof just to get home. Pedestrians dodge vehicles constantly, overpasses and traffic lights are luxuries, and police officers become the closest thing to traffic control. Ever wondered what rush hour in Dhaka feels like? Drop a yes in the comments if you want to see it in person. It's an adventure bordering on survival. Number 4. Street food and survival. Bangladesh has a rich culinary tradition, but street food tells a story of resilience and risk. Stalls serve up pithas of rice cakes, fuska, stuffed dough balls, and spiced chickpeas, but hygiene is often non-existent. Water is untreated, utensils washed in open sewage, and stalls improvised along busy streets. Yet despite these challenges, vendors continue feeding millions daily. The food is flavorful, deeply rooted in tradition, and reflects a culture where survival and ingenuity go hand in hand. If this makes you curious or nervous, comment below. Would you try the street food of Bangladesh despite the risks? Number 5. Cultural practices that challenge assumptions. Bangladesh surprises visitors with its everyday customs. Water, rather than toilet paper, is used for hygiene, practical in a country where water is more accessible than disposable products. Eating with hands, particularly the right hand, connects people to food and flavor. It's a cultural and religious practice, emphasizing respect and mindfulness. These habits might seem unusual, but they reflect a society shaped by necessity, tradition, and deep-rooted values, blending practicality with heritage. Number 6. The contradictions of a Muslim society. Bangladesh is around 90% Muslim, and religion influences daily life, from prayer schedules to dietary restrictions. But here's a shocking contrast: adult entertainment is legal, with roughly 100,000 women working in the industry. Only about 10% participate voluntarily. Poverty, family pressure, and survival push most into it. Kandapura, the largest facility, houses about 1,200 workers, though the number could be higher. Simultaneously, the country has one of the highest early marriage rates in the world, fueled by a dowry system that financially incentivizes young brides. The contrast is staggering: a deeply religious society intertwined with harsh economic and social realities. Number 7. Ancient customs in modern times. Some communities in Bangladesh maintain practices that seem almost impossible in today's world. The Marma tribe in the Chittagong Hill Tracts practices a form of multi-husband remarriage. A widow remarrying must select one of her daughters as a second wife for her new husband. From an outsider's perspective, it's shocking. For the Marma, it preserves family hierarchy, maintains assets, and ensures support structures. However, young women are often trapped with no choice. NGOs and human rights groups are helping these girls, offering education and alternatives, gradually bringing hope for change. Number 8. Dhaka, the megacity nightmare. Dhaka is both a marvel of human endurance and a cautionary tale of urban planning gone wrong. Home to 23 million people, the city bursts at its seams. Streets are overcrowded, sanitation is poor, and clean water is scarce. Garbage piles up in neighborhoods, electricity can be unreliable, and life expectancy is lower than in developed countries. Despite being the country's most developed urban center, most people live on less than $1 a day, struggling to meet basic needs. Poverty traps millions, infrastructure struggles to keep up, and daily life is a test of resilience. Yet, amidst the chaos, life pulses with vibrancy. Markets overflow, families adapt, and the city's energy is relentless. Number 9. The global fashion industry's dark secret. Bangladesh powers the world's clothing industry. Big brands like Zara, Gucci, Louis Vuitton, and Burberry rely on its cheap labor. Factory workers earn $50 to $100 a month, often working 12 to 14-hour shifts, exposed to toxic chemicals. These aren't just bad jobs, they're life-shortening. Many workers live barely past 50 due to hazardous conditions. Every time we buy an affordable outfit, someone in Bangladesh is paying a hidden human cost. Look in your closet. Do you have anything made in Bangladesh? If yes, comment a 4 below. Number 10. The world's most dangerous workplace. Chittagong hosts the world's largest ship graveyard, where massive ships are dismantled almost entirely by hand. Workers handle toxic waste, heavy metals, and even radioactive materials with minimal protection. These men risk life and health daily. Falls, chemical exposure, respiratory diseases, all part of the job. And the environment suffers too: rivers and soil contaminated, local communities exposed to pollutants. This is survival at its most extreme, a mix of desperation, labor, and resilience. Number 11. Economic growth amid human suffering. Bangladesh's economy is growing rapidly, one of the 5 fastest growing in the world. But here's the paradox: while GDP rises, most citizens still face extreme hardships. Poverty, overpopulation, and inadequate infrastructure limit benefits. Some enjoy modern comforts and stability, but millions live in streets and makeshift neighborhoods, struggling for dignity. Growth numbers paint one picture, reality tells another. This is a lesson about what progress really means. Economic statistics alone don't reveal the human cost behind them. Number 12. Natural wonders hidden in plain sight. After all the challenges, Bangladesh surprises with breathtaking beauty. The Sundarbans, the world's largest mangrove forest, hosts Bengal tigers, saltwater crocodiles, dolphins, and hundreds of unique species. Mangroves buffer against cyclones and storms, protecting human life and land. Then there's Cox's Bazar, the world's longest natural sandy beach, 120 kilometers of golden sand and turquoise waters. And the floating villages of Barisal, permanent communities built on water, with homes, schools, and markets rising and falling with the tides. Children navigate boats to school, families adapt to seasonal floods, and life flows literally on water. It's a testament to human adaptability, ingenuity, and resilience, thriving in a landscape that most of us can hardly imagine. So, there you have it, Day 12 Shocking Realities of Bangladesh. From overcrowded streets and polluted air to floating villages and natural wonders, this is a country of extremes, contradictions, and extraordinary human resilience. Which fact shocked you the most? Comment below, I read every one. Have you visited Bangladesh, or do you know someone from here? Share your story. Don't forget to hit subscribe, turn on the notifications bell, and give this video a like if it opened your eyes. We'll be back with more explorations of the world's hidden truths. Thanks for sticking with us, your support truly means the world. Stay curious, stay adventurous, and I'll see you in the next video.